Hi, I'm Todd Goodwin. Have you ever wondered why some people seem to make money easily, while other people, no matter how hard they try, can't seem to earn money? Or maybe they earn money, but they don't keep it. Well, there are some good reasons why this is the case. In another video, I explained the four obstacles to achieving a goal, the four challenges that must be addressed that any given person who finds himself sabotaging a goal typically has any number of these four issues. The first is a self-worth problem, where low self-worth makes achieving that goal seemingly unattainable. The second is a lack of self-efficacy, meaning if the person doesn't believe that they can do it, they're not going to really try and follow through. The third would be any type of fear, and usually it's a fear of other people's judgment, or it's a fear of failure or consequence. And the fourth is secondary gain, which is where having the problem state or being in that initial problem state actually provides a benefit that would be eliminated if they solve the problem. So they're actually better off staying stuck than resolving the issue. This has a special implication when it comes to building wealth or earning money. And specifically, I want to focus on self-worth. If you don't believe that you deserve to be wealthy, or you don't believe you deserve to earn a certain amount of money, you'll find a way to prevent it from happening. And the people that tend to make a lot of money, unless it's by accident, which is rarely the case, the people who tend to make a lot of money, or who tend to make a moderate amount but save a lot and accrue wealth, those people have a higher self-worth usually than the people who struggle. Now you might say, well, if I had more money or I earned more money, I'd feel better about myself. Well, that's a logical fallacy, in the same way that someone who comes into my office and is 50 pounds overweight, and he or she says, well, I'll feel better about myself once I've lost the weight. Now, while it's true that that may be the case, in order to lose the weight, in order to earn the money, you need to feel good about yourself initially. There needs to be a level of self-acceptance that comes first, because once you value yourself, then you will be able to do whatever it takes to earn that money, to lose that weight, to get that relationship that you know you deserve, that's truly loving and respectful in your life. And so when you look at other people who have money or who are successful, and it could be in a relationship or career or even health, and you look at those people and say, oh, they're probably crooked, or they stole it, or they're bad, or they screwed someone, or they're just naturally thin, or they're naturally wealthy. When you do that and you denigrate that person that you really should be modeling, the person who has what you want, immediately you're going to make it harder to achieve that. We can't really model and copy something we resent. So if we resent someone for being wealthy, and assume that that person is a thief or a crook, and there are some people out there, certainly in the headlines, who get wealthy by screwing other people. But the reality is, in order to build wealth, there needs to be a high level of self-worth, and there also has to be a high level of worth to other people. In other words, if you have this great value you provide in a product or service, and you provide that to other people, you will be compensated for it, assuming you actually charge for it. If you have very low self-worth, you probably won't charge, because you'll say, oh, well, I just want to help people, and I don't want to take the money. Well, that's foolish, because if you do that, you won't be in business for long, and then who's going to help you? If you really want to help people, you serve the world better when you've made money and you've taken care of yourself and you have enough to give. So it's the same thing I said when I did the video on breaking that Messiah martyr pattern, or the people pleaser pattern, or the codependency, is that it's a trap to think that you're being a good person by staying poor or broke, just like you're not a good person just because you help other people. That doesn't make you a good person. That should be an unconditional state that you have within yourself. And so getting back to that, if you provide a great value to other people, and there's a worth that you're giving, and you're charging for it, and you have enough self-esteem to charge and to be compensated, you will earn money. But if you don't have enough self-worth to believe you deserve to keep it or to be wealthy, then you'll find that you're going to spend everything you've earned and you'll still stay broke or treading water. So you need to have enough net worth to charge for your service and to keep what you charge or what you earn. That is a high, and of course you could have a great self-worth and be narcissistic and full of yourself, but if you don't offer anything of value and you just feel entitled to have money, that's not going to happen either. And there are plenty of people who inherit a lot of money and have self-worth issues, or they're not offering value to others, and they end up squandering that fortune. So whether you're poor or wealthy or anywhere in between, in order for you to get more of what you want, you have to have the self-worth to know that you deserve it. You have a right to experience prosperity, whether it's health-related or relationship or money or anything. That's why self-worth is so critical in achieving any goal. And the other things like self-efficacy are critically important with earning money as well, as are eliminating the fears of failure and the fear of what other people might think of you once you make it to that next level financially. And finally, I'll touch on the secondary gain part because I mentioned it before. If someone is enabling you, which means they're paying for your expenses or they're taking care of you financially in a way that takes away your drive to do it for yourself, you might have a disincentive. If you have this situation, as I had once a client, well, almost a client, I didn't accept the guy as a client for this reason. He came to me and he said, well, I have been on disability for 5 or 10 years due to anxiety. And he wanted to get rid of the anxiety. And I said to him, wait a second, you're being paid to stay home and do no work. And you want me to help you eliminate the anxiety, which will then force you to have to go to work to make the money that you're currently making doing nothing. I said, it sounds to me like you have a pretty good deal where you are. And after thinking about it more, he realized that that was a difficult situation to be in. And I said, do you really want to get rid of that anxiety, knowing that it may cause you to lose your disability payments? And he said no. And I said, well, then I can't help you because you might temporarily eliminate the anxiety, but if you're being paid to be anxious, it's going to come right back. So when you consider, that's the secondary gain component. So all these things are ones that you want to consider if you find that you're ready to take it to the next level in your financial life or in any part of your life. You need to have a good, strong self-worth. And really, self-esteem and self-worth are core issues that I work with most of my clients, because having a poor self-esteem or self-worth can not only affect self-confidence, it can affect relationships, it can cause self-sabotage in health, and of course, career and money. So if you want to build up your self-worth and self-esteem so that you can increase your net worth, then you need to reprogram your subconscious and teach it that you're ready to take it to the next level.